Hi, I'm Kendra Novak, and I am the Purposeful Woman. This space is made for women who are ready to walk in obedience and identity in Christ. I want to start with a word that has been burning in my spirit, and it is you are past that now. You have survived many things that you have not talked about. God has removed you from people and places, but for some reason, you still seem to be stuck. In John chapter 5, Jesus comes across a man who had been lying by the pool of Bethesda for 38 years, and Jesus asked him something very strange. Do you want to be made well? And the man doesn't say yes. He actually talks about who has not carried him or why he couldn't move. But Jesus doesn't entertain that. Jesus simply says, rise, take up your bed, and walk. And that's your word for today. It's not about babying your pain or you staying stuck where you are. God is telling you to rise and walk. He says that you are delivered. It is time for you to get unstuck because you are past that now. And healing isn't always about comfort. Sometimes it sounds like a command. Healing is messy and it can quite often take time. But in Hebrews 12:1, it says, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race set before us. So not every weight we know is a sin, but every weight does slow you down. So some of us are running our race trying to hold on to the same people, the same patterns, the same things that are keeping us stuck, and we're not moving, we're not progressing, and God is saying you're past that now. That relationship, that delay, that fear, whatever it is that is keeping you stuck, God is saying it is time now for you to get up and rise and walk. In Isaiah 43:18-19, God says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? So some of us have been asking God for the new, but our hands are still full of the old. And he says, you're past that now. You can't carry resurrection and resentment at the same time. You can't receive clarity while defending confusion. You can't walk in your calling while trying to keep someone who doesn't even value it. So let's stop calling confusion faith. Let's stop asking God to bless what he already told you to bury. Why? Because you're past that now. 1 Peter 5:8 warns us, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. The devil doesn't always destroy. Sometimes he just distracts. God said to let it go, but you keep holding on. God said cut it, but you keep calling. God said rest, but you keep striving. So you're not under attack, you're under instruction. And obedience is the doorway to your next. Deuteronomy 30:19 says, I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Now choose life so that you and your children may live. So we know that your yes is generational. This isn't just about your feelings. This is about your future. And I come to tell you, you do not need another confirmation. You need to obey. You are past needing their approval. You are past settling for halfway love. And you're past lying beside healing, but refusing to stand in it. So in the words of Jesus, rise, take up your mat, and walk. Why? Because you are the purposeful woman.